The College of American Pathologists welcomes a visitor from down under for a view of CAP advocacy in Washington, D.C. The CAP advocacy team's work in the nation's capital catches the attention of a fellow pathology leader from Australia. I'm Robert Johnson with a quick CAPcast episode featuring a conversation with Daniel Owens, Vice President of the Royal College of Pathologists of Australasia. He visited Tuesday, January 7th, during a week marked by D.C.'s first snowstorm of the year and ceremonies remembering former President Jimmy Carter.
So the College of Pathologists in Australasia we're coming up to our 70th anniversary since inception, and so we now have 3,500 fellows, and it's throughout Australasia. So that's not only Australia, but also New Zealand, Malaysia, Singapore and Hong Kong. We have members from all subspecialties, but the largest group is that of anatomical pathologists, and then the second largest group would be haematologists. Following up would be microbiologists, immunopathologists, genetic pathologists, general pathologists. And then with regards our trainees, so the college is responsible for education and training, and so we also have trainees in all those subspecialties throughout all those countries.
You're here in Washington, D.C. for a visit to the College of American Pathologists. What about this visit is important to you? Why are you making it?
So one of the key aims for our college in Australasia is advocacy. And I see that the College of American Pathologists has had an amazing track record with regards to advocacy to government about all the issues that affect pathologists, be that funding, training issues, etc. So that's a key thing that we want to advance, particularly in Australia. I'd like to learn how to engage better with government so they hear us, we hear them, but we can make some movements forward on the key things, particularly funding. And I think that's an issue that's worldwide. That's not something that's going forward, funding, that's going backwards. And that's the same in Australia with regards funding for pathology, and we want to see movement forward on that. So we're keen to learn.
We have, of course, as you mentioned, those same issues here, especially when it comes to Medicare funding. And it's something that is of concern to pathologists here in the United States, members of the college. What exactly do you think you might pick up on this visit that you could take home to apply to your own challenges in that area?
So I'm going to learn from recent experience that you've had with any wins that, so to speak, that you might have had with regards engaging with government. I'll speak specifically to Australia now, in that we have a federation of states. So we have state governments and we have a federal government, umbrella government over that. Our federal government is responsible by and large for community funding through our form of Medicare, but our state governments are responsible for funding to the local hospitals and pathology in those states. So I'm interested not only in advocacy and engaging with federal government, but how that integrates with the individual states. And obviously you've got a larger number of states in America compared to us in Australia, but how that can be better coordinated, I suppose, in the different aspects of funding for pathology.
And it appears that you'll be visiting Capitol Hill today. What do you hope to take from that experience?
Well, I'm really just looking forward to interacting with any government representatives that once again may be able to help with regards getting a vision with regards moving forward with regards advocacy back in Australia.
I think sometimes here in the States we get a little bit frustrated with the process. We feel like maybe our voice isn't being heard no matter how hard we try. I assume that those are some of the same challenges that you face in your region of the world?
Exactly the same. The way that I see moving forward with trying to improve communication is really a multi-channel process. Not one avenue is going to be the solution on its own. And so we have to use everything available in order to try and message and get communication happening, whether that be through face-to-face, through social media, through any form of communication that may assist.
Is your legislative cycle starting up now as well, like it is here in Washington, D.C.?
So we have a 3-year cycle of government, and so we're just approaching an election sometime early to mid this year. So that then will start the new legislative cycle for the coming 3 years. So so basically when elections occur, then the potential government will put forward their legislative program for their term of office. So we're looking to engage with both parties to look at how funding for pathology may be advanced moving forward through the next term of office.
So you have a little bit of time then once you go home to apply any lessons that you've learned during the visit.
Yeah, got a month or two to try and get some things happening.
That's great. Well, it snowed on your visit. I'm wondering how you feel about Washington under a blanket of white.
Well, that was unusual. It was, I expected to see the White House, but I didn't expect to see a white Washington, but it was fantastic. Unfortunately, I forgot to bring my skis, so next time.
I don't think we allow skiing on the Capitol Mall, but there's always a first time for everything.
Well, I did see some out there yesterday.
Very good. It's great to meet you. Thank you for coming to D.C., spending a little time with the college, and we hope that you have a good rest of your visit.
Great, and thank you very much for your hospitality and generosity of allowing me to be with you for the day and to hopefully gain some learnings. Thank you very much.
Read more about the Royal College of Pathologists of Australasia in the episode notes. This has been a quick Capcast episode produced by the College of American Pathologists. For the CAP, I'm Robert Johnson. Have a great day.